Analysts have long forecasted that we'll soon see completely automated factories. Well, it's getting closer.
We'll take a look at innovations driving industrial automation and how advanced manufacturing can improve your product design process. Since the dawn of the industrial era, factory owners and product designers have looked to increase productivity by automating manufacturing.
And since the mid-18th century, they've had a ton of success. Factories that once looked like this have given way to factories that look like this. Rather than hiring a dedicated monitor to make sure everything is up to code at every manufacturing facility, a new era of automation is making factories smarter. New robots are being created that have the potential to redefine where industrial automation can happen. One of these robots is named Baxter. Baxter has a base cost of under $25,000 and can be programmed through a touchscreen interface without complex programming.
What's even cooler is that Baxter's movements can also be programmed by directly manipulating its arms.
Add to the fact that Baxter is armed with sensors to detect people, and you have a robot that doesn't need to be caged. Because of these developments, in the near future, product design teams will be able to access real-time information from a series of connected machines and robots in factories worlds away. One day we'll have factories so automated we can turn the lights off and just go home.
Four years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. We used computer vision, deep learning algorithms, and sensor fusion, much like you'd find in self-driving cars. We call it Just Walk Out technology. When you leave, our Just Walk Out technology adds up your virtual cart and charges your Amazon account. Your receipt is sent straight to the app, and you can keep going. Amazon Go. No lines, no checkout. No, seriously.
Fahre Zielposition an.
Träger wird angedockt. 3G-Überwachung ausgelöst.
Unmanned aircrafts have already revolutionized warfare from the sky, and driverless cars are poised to overhaul ground transportation. Now, the next big transport development, it seems, might be happening at sea. Ship designers, their operators, and regulators are now considering a future in which cargo vessels sail the oceans with minimal or even no crew. Shipping companies believe automation will make them more efficient and cut fuel costs. Unmanned ship that resembles some of the most advanced combat drones. It foresees adapting technologies from commercial airlines operations and driverless cars to develop safe at-sea autonomous operations. The first steps are already being taken. The Stella ferry, operated in the Baltic by Finn Ferries, has been equipped with a variety of sensors to help spot other vessels. And a new generation of satellites, like Inmarsat's Fleet Express, is helping make the transfer of massive amounts of data from ship to shore more affordable and secure.
The idea of robots who can kill humans on their own has been a science fiction staple for decades. Think Terminator. But now, there are a lot of educated people who say it's not just fantasy anymore.
Robots acting on their own, hunting down humans and killing them. What's only been seen in Hollywood could soon be coming to a battlefield near you. The Pentagon investing billions of dollars to develop autonomous weapons, machines that could one day kill on their own. And now, the big question, how much independence to give them? Over 30 countries already possess defensive weapons which use autonomy to shoot down incoming missiles or aircraft. But the Pentagon insists humans will decide when to strike. But critics don't want to take any chances.
We think that they should be preemptively banned. They don't exist yet, but they're coming down the pike very rapidly.
In 2003, a U.S. Army Patriot missile battery, a system which incorporates a high degree of autonomy, shot down 2 friendly aircraft, killing the pilots. Sherry says autonomy could reduce civilian casualties on the battlefield if used the right way. Experts say the Pentagon is only interested in using the technology for logistics operations or other tasks such as refueling aircraft. Others see the value in unmanned submersibles like this ghost swimmer, a potential underwater drone. Today, automation is being used for driverless cars and on Wall Street, but it's not perfect.
It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. This is how it works.
We have a goal of 24/7 production. No lights, no operators.
Currently, Auto is being used as material transport from station to station. At each one of those stations, we have a dual-arm robot on top that's performing various tasks in the black oxide process. Being that Auto is a robot, it's going to do the same thing exactly the same way every time. Auto was up and running around our facility within a day. In less than a week, we had it running around between our different stations. We wouldn't have to change any of the infrastructure of our buildings to get Auto to work. There's no tape that we need to put down on the floor. There's no hard set paths that it'll follow like a traditional AGV.
Pyrotech's always looking forward to what's the next technology that's going to take over the industry. Using the Auto platform with the robot tied to it is providing us the opportunity to test and prepare future systems to meet our goals of zero operators for spare parts.
Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro is Japan's foremost android scientist, and Geminoid HI-1 is Japan's foremost android. Inspired by Japan's unique spiritual beliefs, they are blurring the boundaries between humans and robots.
This robot is good enough to recreate the sense of human presence. For instance, it can give lectures to students or attend a meeting on my behalf. Or I can even send it to America or Britain to attend a conference. The important thing is, my presence is there.
With all the research into drones and driverless cars, are we headed for a future with pilotless planes? The trend is toward the empty cockpit.
If you've ever flown on an Airbus aircraft or many Boeing variants, you've been effectively flying on a drone.
Now, experimental drones can have most of a wing blown off and still go on to make a controlled landing.
With the technology that we currently have today, if we could implement that in a cockpit tomorrow morning, we could fly these airplanes without humans in the cockpit.
We've all imagined it, a world where robots do every job going. Well, imagine no more, because in a remote part of Japan, some sense of that future can be experienced at a robot hotel. Japan already employs over 250,000 industrial robot workers, more than any other nation, in an effort to counter high labour costs. Big business would like to see that number go up to 1 million over the next 15 years.
What is it that humans need to do to make sure that they're still needed as robots continue to take over?